By the way, can you guys hear me clearly? Hmm. How about now? How about now? I think it's like it's clear. I think it's clear, right? Okay. All right. So yes, we talk about beautiful things. There are a lot of beautiful things in life. And one of the most beautiful things I think is the things that we create on our own. For example, I made a lot of toys when I was a kid out of clay, you see, and those were the things that were one of the most beautiful in the world. You know, they were the most beautiful things in the world I made with my hands. So yeah. And let's talk about some beautiful things. And when it comes to beautiful things and beautiful things and beauty, I think the first person we think, you know, the people, I think women, right? They're the most beautiful. So yeah, I think we talk about some beauty of people. Um, easy on the eyes. Easy on the eyes. Let's read the whole description and let's decide. Okay. So, first and foremost, I just want to say happy upcoming Ramadan, everybody. And yeah, I wish you the best, and I wish you good luck on your fasting. Right? Yeah, sure. We are on the same way, by the way. So good luck, everyone. Okay, easy on the eyes. Occasionally, you will find charming. Yani qarang, easy on the eyes degani biza ko'zimizni uzolmaydigan darajadagi bir qanaqadir chiroyli degan ma'noda ko'zimizga yoqadi. Qarab o'tiraveramiz. Shunaqa ma'noda. Endi bu yerda ichida definition ichida ham yaxshi so'zlar aytilgan. Shuning uchun ham buni ham aytib o'tishimiz kerak. Occasionally you will find charming people. So very pleasant, attractive odamlar, ya'ni yoqimli, odamni o'ziga tortadigan, chiroyli deb aytiladi. Charming people you just like to keep staring at. Stare at degani qarab o'tirish degan ma'noda. Ko'z bilan olaytirib, siz ko'zni olmasdan qarash. Because they're aesthetic. Aesthetically, degani aesthetic degani. Aesthetic. Yani in a way that gives pleasure through beauty. Yani odamga yoqadigan. Pleasing and decent looking. Bu ham mana shunaqa, ya'ni odamga yoqimli va decent looking, good looking, average ma'noda keladi. Decent looking, if somebody says, if somebody calls you like decent looking, guys, it's not a compliment. If somebody calls you decent looking, right? For example, Johnny is a decent looking guy. It means Johnny is just an average guy. He's just an average looking guy. You know, he's not that much good looking. He's not that much handsome. He's not ugly, but he is average. So he's decent looking. So probably I think I am a decent looking guy. Yeah, I don't know. Nah, kidding. I'm the best. So you don't get tired of looking at them because their appearance is engrossing. So if somebody's appearance is engrossing, it means it's absorbing all the attention of the person. Yani bunaqada agar bir insonni ko'rinishi engrossing bo'ladigan bo'lsa, u insonni ko'rinishi sizni attentioningizni, ya'ni fikri hayolingiz va o'zingizni nimangizni e'tiboringizni juda ham tortadi. So yes. So they are easy to look at. So you can stare at them for a long time. On the other hand, what is perceived as ugly is hard to look at and makes you want to turn away. So if something is ugly, you cannot look at it for a long time, right? So I'm going to roast some people. So some people might find it really hard to look at the mirror for a long time because they are, well, okay, I'm just kidding. Easy on the eyes is a good idiom to tell someone that you like seeing them because they have a good look. Okay? Cool. Amazing. 100%. All right. The next word, attractive. So this is a broader and even a bit more neutral sounding. So neutral sounding means it can be used for both genders, for men or women, but it tends to be a more mature version. So it's not like for kids, we cannot really say, hey, that kid is attractive. We cannot say that. We cannot say that. I think I should probably pay attention to comments section. The other group, of course. Okay. This is so you can use it for women, for men. So it's like for for a child, we cannot really use that a lot. You wouldn't really use it. So, for example, Jessica is attractive. Johnny is, of course, he is attractive. That's why he got Jessica. And you can talk about it. Or you can say somebody is attractive if you think they are good looking, they're amazing, they're beautiful. So you can say good, attractive. Magnetic, you mean? Well, yeah, I think magnetic, but I don't know. I wouldn't really use that one. I earned her. Yes, of course. I got her. That was like, I got that in the bag. You know what I'm saying? I got that in the bag. Good looking. This is another one that is more neutral sounding. It's straight and to the point and tells you everything in this phrase. So it's good looking means it's beautiful, right? You would usually say this based on somebody's looks, and it works so well. So yeah. And it's not like if I cannot really ask you, like, I was thinking, like, are you a good looking person? Because we cannot really say that because everybody is beautiful, everybody is good looking, everybody's pretty. So good looking is like, but so why is there a word ugly then? Well, that's what other people think, people are not ugly. Pretty. This is neutral. So it's like you can use it for both genders, but you generally hear this for female. So generally, it's like it's neutral, but we can also use that for guys, actually. It's crazy. For guys, you can also say pretty. How? How on earth should I be using for my friends? Hey, my friend Felix is pretty. What? It's for guys. Yes, I know, brother. I think I'm gonna have some problems as well, but I don't know. So for guys, it's like a little bit feminine guys. I think for a little bit feminine guys, you can say pretty, but I think we don't have those type of people. I really hope so. So yeah, pretty boy. It's a little bit like يعني it's like it's a little bit weird, man. But I wouldn't really be using that for my guy, for my friends. But yes, it's a compliment. So cool. And knockout. This is definitely a bit extreme and maybe even perceived as extreme when used. You want to be sure that if you use this, you know the person very well, and that will be perceived in the right way. Her sissy voice. I think, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. So a knockout, it's like she's a knockout, or her appearance is a knockout, means that you will be amazed very, very much because of her appearance, right? We'll see some examples for that one. Don't worry about it. A 10. Nowadays, this word is really popular nowadays, guys. This has a bit of negative connotation because it has a perception of perfection. But there's nothing wrong with this, to be honest. But Americans are too much careful with words. I don't know. I hate this. They're too much obsessed with words and their usage. But I think it's it doesn't really make me feel bad about myself if somebody says, "Yo, you're 10, bro." So it can come across as condescending. Yani she's a 10 or she's a 10 dese on zo'r degani-da u. Only misol uchun ingliz tilida buni videolar ko'radigan bo'lsangiz YouTube'da bilamiz rate me 1 to 10 deyishadi-yu. Rate me 1 to 10, rate her 1 to 10. Shu 10 out of 10 da shunaqa narsalar. Fascinating. It's like ajoyib, I guess. Come across as kind of, it may come off to give a particular impression degani. And it may give us some impressions as you rank others. Just be careful in the usage this one so that you don't offend the other person. Though you may mean in a complimentary way, it may not come up that way. Yani, I'd say about this, she's a 10, he's a 10. It's like, if you say that, it means that person is 100% beautiful, amazing, great, so the best. So she's a 10 or he's a 10. All right, we will see we'll see some examples. I think we'll see some examples. Role play to help. Since these terms are intended to be used on the right people and in the right atmosphere, it's helpful to see some conversation, right? So in this role play, Alexa and Jessica, two of my girlfriends, are watching the Oscars talking about celebrities. Okay. Jessica says, "Wow, Lady Gaga looks so pretty tonight." So that's another word for you guys. Boom, 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 boom. So, Lady Gaga looks so pretty tonight, Jessica says. And Alexa says, "Hey, oh wow, good looking. Oh, how good looking is Brad Pitt in that suit?" Right? Which of these are cheap for you? What do you mean? You mean, I got a lot of them, man. Don't worry. So, Jessica says he is so attractive. So attractive again. I really think he's a 10. Oh, she's cheating on me, guys. She's cheating on me. Okay, good looking, pretty, attractive, a 10. Alexa says, yeah, he has aged really well. Jessica, Julia Roberts looks like a knockout. So Julia Roberts looks like a knockout in that dress. I love the color. Right? So yeah, these are some of the usages of the words that we learned today. Some of the usages, I think that's cool. And I want to ask you something, guys. I want to ask you something very, very important. Something really, really important. What does beauty mean to you? What does beauty mean to you? So let me know. What is beauty? What is? Is there even such a thing? What does beauty mean to you? Petrus says, feeling good about yourself. Probably. My mother's laugh. Beauty. I think nowadays people are chasing after beauty. They want to be beautiful. They want to look beautiful. Always on social media, they want to be attractive. Because social media is something that is like, that says, hey, look, my life is cool. Social media. Hey, my life is cooler than you, social media, I think. They say. Beauty is the looking of somebody as a good vision. What is that? Beauty is the looking of somebody as a good vision? With the good vision? What? Our positive mindset. It is an abstract idea. Why screen is not moving? Oh, should it be moving all the time? Makhlia says it's an abstract idea and it can be everything for different people. Beauty is accepting yourself for who you are and standing tall in that truth. Beauty is being your best self, unapologetically. I hate these words, but cool words. Beauty is your soul, not appearance. Hey, do you actually believe this, guys? Like, beauty is your soul, not appearance. Is it really true? Well, yeah, but it's like it's the best. Like, if both are good, the appearance is good, the inside is good. It's like it's the perfect one. There's no such thing, right? I don't know. Well, this is people. Thing or nature that attract us, you just get pleasure looking at them. Mm-hmm. Well, beauty is the thing that when you see something and it attracts you, it is, I guess, beauty. So attractive, engrossing. You mean engrossing? Why don't you guys use engrossing? You make me sad. Soul and beauty must be held equally. Okay. Got you, guys. Thanks so much. Not all the time, because sometimes people treat us according to our appearance. Yes. If you are not that good looking, people might think, oh, that guy is not beautiful. That guy's not handsome. I don't know. People might not really say that. But good behavior, yes. First and foremost, I think the appearance is like the first impression. For the first impression, appearance is good. Of course, appearance is kind of good, I guess. But your heart should also be hard. Your behavior, how you behave around people, your mindset, your thinking is important, of course. But again, beauty also plays its role here. Beauty also plays its role, man. Like, you just gotta admit that. Okay. So, do you think looks are getting too much attention nowadays? Beauty also changes over time, and that's important to remember. Beauty changes, guys. The standards change quite often, and that's why it's important not to measure yourself by them. Think about weight as an example. Think about weight. Yani beauty degan narsa ham o'zgaradi-da. Misol uchun, think about weight as an example. Marilyn Monroe was a size 10, and back then curves were appreciated. Yani odamda curve bellar bo'lish, sal semizroq bo'lish appreciate bo'lgan paytlarda. These days, models are the complete opposite. They are extremely skinny. Hozirgilar qiltiriq. Hozir qiltiriq. Yaxshiroq so'z topolmadim rostda. Qiltiriq yoki oriq. Oriqmi? Qisqasi shunaqa. Hozir shunaqa, oldinlari sal semizroq, to'liqroq bo'lganlar chiroyli bo'lishgan. Undan ham boshqa jaxli, hozir bizda jaxli bilamiz, chat, giga chat. U ham unchalik ko'p nimada chiqqan narsa emas, u ham. Giga chat hozir jaxli insonlar chiroyli nima. Va o'zgaradi-da standart baribir. Shuning uchun ham unchalik narsa kerak emas. But what does beauty mean to you, right? Well, these examples have been about physical looks, but we know there's so much more to it. Everyone finds people attractive for different reasons, so think about what your reasons or criteria may include. But you might also say, guys, you might also say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So this is a great quote to consider, because beauty is a very personal thing. So beauty, you can say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's like beauty works differently for people. For me, beholder, it's ya'ni mani o'zimda-da, misol uchun beholder degani man. Ya'ni mani o'zimni ko'zimda manga chiroyli ko'ringan narsa sizga chiroyli ko'rinmasligi mumkin. Manga chiroyli bo'lmay ko'ringan narsa sizga dunyodagi eng chiroyli narsa bo'lishi mumkin. Shuning uchun mana shu so'zni aytish uchun beauty is in the eye of the beholder desak bo'lar ekan. hammanikiga o'ziga, oy ko'rinarki o'ziga, balki mana shunaqa so'z bo'lsa kerak. Ya'ni har kim dunyoga o'z oynasi bilan qaraydi degandaqada bu ham. Hamma dunyo o'z oynasi bilan qaraydi, hamma chiroyli narsalarga, hamma kimdir uchun chiroyli bir narsa, kimdir uchun bir narsa va shu dunyodagi eng urod narsa. Misol uchun, here is an example, everybody. I think you will like it, for sure, as usual. You might not like Jessica. Like, some people might say, Jessica is like, wow, she's trash, bro. Why are you even with her? But, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, So, it's like, for me, Jessica is the most beautiful. Not really the most, because my mom, stands before her. Of course, don't tell her. But, Jessica is beautiful for me. For some people, she's not. You see? Second, of course, is the second most beautiful woman. Okay. So, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So don't call anybody ugly, please. Okay, everybody. Now let's talk about part 1 and part 3. Finally. These are the things that I got from my teacher, my awesome teacher. So part 1 and part 3, direct answers. I always like direct answers, even in part 2. I answer directly. Direct answers are cool. Direct answers are amazing. So always in part 1, part 3, answer directly. Don't beat around the bush, everybody. Okay? Don't beat around the bush. Just talk, just say. But there are some cool words, some starters for you. Ya'ni, part 1, part 3 larda boshlashga ozgina so'zlar bor. Bu so'zlar yaxshi, sizga ozgina vaqt yutib beradi. Ammo menga vaqt yutadi deb emas, naturalniy aytishga harakat qiling. Har bitta so'zingizni oldingizda, misol uchun vaqt tutadi deb, oh, that's a good question. That is a good question. What is your name? That is a good question. What? No. Use these words accordingly. Use these words as if they are natural. Okay? Use these words with natural. Because I heard a lot of people, I mocked a lot of people, and they were always saying like, I've never thought about this. Well, let me think. For every question, bro, are you kidding me? So use these words properly and use these words appropriately, and don't talk in circles. Repeating the words that you were saying, guys. So yeah, memorize these words, and don't use them just because you memorized. Use them accordingly and make them feel naturally. Like, for example, if this is a question about outer space, right? Have you ever thought about outer space? No, I generally don't think about outer space. And if the examiner asks, do you want to travel to outer space? Wow, let me think about that. This is something I'm used to talking about. I think, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I want to do that? I think it would be interesting if I went there. I think that would be a great fun. And if I had the opportunity to go with my family, I think that would be even greater fun. Like, just if this feels very natural, because like, wow, let me think about that. This is something I'm used to talking about, but I think like it's natural because I'm making it sound like natural, Or, let's see. Well, what I would say is, like, say it like this, okay? Or let's say, that's a good question. Or that's a good question. That's a good question. Make it. And when you're talking, this is best advice, guys, okay? This is the best advice right now in my brain. Like, it popped up. Maybe you know it, but this is the best advice for you. When you are talking, smile, okay? Make sure you smile, Not just cringe, not like cringe, of course. You're not going to be smiling all the time, but smile. If you smile, your accent will improve. It's proven. It's 100% proven. Smile and talk. Try that right now. Try it. Hozir harakat qiling. Hozir mana shuni o'qing. Hozir kulib ozgina jilmayib turib mana shuni o'qing. Frankly, this isn't something I'm used to talking about. Ozgina jilmayib turib o'qib ko'ring. Aksentingizni sal bo'lsa ham yaxshilanadi. Sal bo'lsa ham yaxshilanadi. Hozir harakat qiling. Yoki mana shuni o'qing mana. I've never thought about that before. In that case, giving opinion to question isn't a good idea yet. It's good. Harakat qildingizmi? I've never thought about that before. Well, I've never thought about that before. It's like it improves. I don't know. For some reason, if I'm not smiling, I don't feel much change. But if I smile, actually my accent is better. Oh, this is a good question. Yes, you can say that. Mana aytayotganim, ayrim insonlar hamma savolga that's a good question deyveradi. Bo'lmaydi u. Unaqa narsa ketmaydi. Bilaman yaxshi savol ekanligini. Prosta joyida qo'llash kerak. Joyida bir marta foydalaning bo'ldi mana. That's a good question. Bir marta foydalaning bo'ldi, yetadi shu. Qolgan paytlarda 1-2 marta foydalaning. Hamma so'zdan foydalanish shart emas. Ayrimlarda bulardan foydalanmasdan ham javob berib ketsa bo'ladi. Bu so'zlarni sizga har doim foydalaning degani emas. Prosta ayrim paytlarda foydalanish kerak. Tushunasizmi? Ayrimlarda bo'ladi, hamma that's a good question. Oh, let me think about that. Oh, I've never thought about that before. Let's see. Well, no. But it's good to use these. Bularni foydalanish foydali albatta, lekin har doim foydalanavermaslik kerak-da. Ya'ni tuzni ko'p sovorasiz bunaqa ovqatga. Tuzni me'yorida bo'lish kerak. Me'yorida bo'lsa yaxshi bo'ladi hamma narsani. Har doim endi albatta odamni har doim kulib gapirish deganda endi yaxshi nimada bo'lish kerak, moodda bo'lib gapirish kerak va albatta ozgina jilmayib gapirsangiz qanaqadir bir o'zingizda pozitivlik bo'ladi va albatta nima bo'ladi? Aksent yaxshilanadi. Men sinab ko'rganman. Personal example berayotganda mana shu so'zlardan foydalansak bo'lar ekan. Part 1, part 3larda, part 1larda umuman personal example'lar beriladi. So as for me personally, right? Me personally, or I for one, for my part, I don't know this. The way I see it, man ko'rishim bo'yicha, mani tushunishim bo'yicha degani. Mani tushunishim bo'yicha. I myself do it. I myself go work out or go to gym. And then explain why. What I'm trying to degani What I'm trying to say is this is bo'ladi. Okay? What I'm trying to say is Jessica is beautiful. Or as a matter of fact, Jessica is beautiful. The reason for this has to do with the beauty of Jessica. This is owing to the fact that Jessica is the most beautiful woman in the world. So you can say why, explain why. Or the reason for this has to do with the cosmetics that Jessica uses. What I'm trying to say is that Jessica uses a lot of cosmetics, so she's beautiful. I hope she's not using a lot of them. An example For part 3, you can say, for instance, to give an example, to illustrate my point. To illustrate my point, nowadays, a lot of people use filters on social media so that they can look good. This is actually bad. We are chasing after beauty. It's bad. Actually, beauty should chase after us. Hope, yeah. I hope, bro. I hope. But I think it's just a hope. As an illustration, nowadays people post a lot of videos on social media and they just want to get a lot of likes. To illustrate what I want to say, such as something, to give you an idea of what I mean, nowadays people use a lot of, people spend a lot of money on their looks to look good, basically, but they fail. So for opposing view, contrastingly, instead, rather, by contrast, in contrast, on the contrary, or rather, you can say, conversely, as an alternative, as a substitute, as a replacement, as another option. Otherwise, so it's like opposing for opposing view. We'll talk. I will give you some things, of course. So mostly for part 1, it's either giving a personal example or explaining one or another example. Do you have many friends? So some people might ask, do you have many friends, right? And you might not want to start it like, oh, that's an interesting question. No, that's not an interesting question. Or, oh, that's a good question. That's not a good question. That's just a simple question, right? Or you might now want to start with, like, for example, oh, I've never thought about that. No, just say, sure. I have a lot of friends, especially most of my friends are from school. We go way back. We would usually hit the books all night, burning the midnight oil all together. And we would do workouts and then explain one or another example. Yeah, basically, do you have many friends? This question doesn't really beg explaining a lot. So I have many friends, right? I want to ask this question from you guys. Does your name have any special meaning? Does your name have any special meaning, everybody? Just tell me, please. Please tell me, please. I just want to know. So what's the meaning? What is the special meaning? I just want to know. Please tell me that, please. Just want to know the meaning. I just want to know the meaning of your name, that's all. I just want to know that all. I just want to know the meaning of your name, that's all I want for today, yo. Haven't interested about it yet. So you've never thought about that. So you can say, oh, actually, I've never thought about that. So let me see. My name is Bek Murat. So I think Bek means the kind of the king, I guess. Like, back in the days, like it meant king. So I think it's like the king. And Murat, it's like the purpose. So I think that means the king with the purpose. So I am the king with the purpose in this world. And my purpose is to get Band 9 from speaking. I don't know. Like that's just something that popped up in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Attractive, charming person who is engaged with good virtue and personality. Okay, yes, my name means kind flower or flower of peace. I think no special meaning in my name, but it means very loyal and kind person. Yes, it's actually special. And sure, city of prophet, women from Magdala. Woo, cool, coolie. So yeah, my name means Johnny means a very cool guy. Johnny means very cool guy. I think it's a cool name. Sure, everybody has their own definition of their names, as they have mine as lonely, affluent girl, which was found from Seoul. Okay. Yo, Daisy, I thought you were a guy. Well, okay. I'm sorry. Like for a lot of the time, I thought you were a guy, but yes, for a girl, you're too cool. Yes, you're amazing. So yes, my name means like if you have never thought about it, you can say, "Oh, I have never actually thought about it." Let me see, and then you can answer. Is your name common or unusual in your country? You can also start it like that. Let me see. Let me think. I think it's not that unusual, because like Johnny is like really popular in Brooklyn. In Brooklyn, like Johnny, you might encounter a lot of Johnnies in the street because like Johnny was one of the people that rescued a lot of the people burning in the house in Brooklyn. So Johnny is really famous. Um, and basically in New York, I think like Brooklyn is one part of New York, but in New York is also kind of popular. So yeah. hmm Johnny, of course, I am an American. I am an American. What do you mean? Okay, just kidding. Just kidding. Part three, I just kidding, okay? My real name is Sultan. The King. Johnny the King. Johnny the King here. Sultan. Johnny Sultan. Okay. Part three structure. So types of answers for part three. Part three. Demek part one'da ja unchalik bir struktura degan narsa yo'q. Javob berasiz reason. Har doim men bitta narsani aytaman. Har doim har qanaqa bo'lsa ham, har qanaqa speakingda bo'lsa ham, mana shu savol miyangizda turishi kerak. Qaysi savol? Qani mendan avval kim yozib bo'lar ekan? Ana. Why? Do you have many friends? Mayli, bunga unchalik why deyishyapman-ku. Bo'lmasam yes. Why? Asosiy why. Birinchidan. Nimaga? Qani. Do you like flowers? Or does your name have a special meaning? Why? Why? For example, yes, my name means blah blah blah. So why my yes degandan keyin o'zi why, right? Why? It means something. And if you say I like flowers, why? Why do you like flowers? Explain. So you should ask yourself why a lot. Mana shu savollar juda ham ko'p. Asosiy masalalar aytdimmi? Why, what, how degan savollar bu savol what, how, who degan savollarni o'zingizga berishingiz kerak dedim-ku. Shulardan ham eng yaxshisi, eng zo'ri mana shu why degan savol kerak bo'ladi har doim sizlarga. Why? Why do I like flowers? Right? Why? So ask yourself why. Because examinerlardan nolayotganlar ko'pisi shunaqa deyishadi. Examiner mendan why deyaverdi. Shu madam why deyaveradi examiner. Nima balosi bor ekan deb chiqishgan. Xo'p, mayli. In the part 3 structure, divide into 3 parts for part 3. Divide into 3 parts. Direct answer, and then explain why. Ya'ni bizda umuman part 3da hammasida direct answer bo'lish kerak-da. Ya'ni to'g'ridan-to'g'ri javob berasiz. Yaxshi ko'rasizmi? Yaxshi ko'raman. Mana shu. Ya'ni unchalik o'ylab ko'rmadim desangiz ham boshda bo'ladi. Unchalik o'ylab ko'rmadim deb turib yozib aytasiz. Direct answer hammasi. Misol uchun sizdan do you like flowers desa, oh, flowers are plants that are very popular among people nowadays. What? No. Of course you don't answer like that, but it's like it's too lame. For part 3, direct answer, just directly answer the question. Like, why do people read books nowadays? Well, I think one of the main reasons why people read books is that they just want to unwind their minds, right? They just want to kick back deganni nima? Manimcha o'tdi kick back deganni nima? Kick back deganni nima? They just want to kick back and chill out, right? Chill out. Yana chill outga yaqin bitta so'z bor edi. Chill out, relax, chillax. That's right. They just want to chillax. You see? Directly cevap berdim. Doğru. Do you believe that TV influences the way we think? Do you believe that TV influences the way we think? I absolutely agree with this. With the thing that TV influences the way, like, how we think, because nowadays on TV we watch a lot of news, a lot of TV programs, and they actually shape the way we think and the way we decide on things. So yes, right. Let out some steam, blow off some steam. You know what I'm saying? Yes, yes, guys, I love it. Thank you so much for using the words that I'm teaching you. It's amazing. 2, general to specific, and then we give an example. Explain why. I actually explained it. Nowadays, people watch a lot of TV. I explained it already. And then depends. This is also like depending. This is bo'ladi. Ya'ni qarangda. Depend deb aytsam bo'ladi. Misol uchun, explain why. Opposing view, explain why. For example, do you believe that TV influences the way we think? It actually depends, right? It depends. For people that are hugely, like, 100% like obsessed with TV, I think they are mostly vulnerable to the the things that TV programs are promoting. But if a person is strict and is like very, very tight on his or her decisions, I think that's not going to be the case, right? So like 2 views and explaining, yes, if they're good, that's not going to be the case. So it depends, right? So it's like it depends. Of course, you can also come up with concession to conflicting. You might also say direct answer. Example. Direct answer, ya'ni to'g'ri javob beramiz. Undan keyin boshqalar mana shunaqa bo'laylik deymiz. Bunda it depends deymiz. Bunda yo'q. Misol uchun mana shunaqa aytaman. Do you believe that TV influences the way we think? Well, I think yes, for sure. TV shapes the way we decide and on things, the way we think, I think. But I think for some people it might not actually work, right? And oldin aytdim, ha, bu ta'sir qiladi, lekin ayrim insonlarga bu o'tmasligi mumkin. For example, for people that are hugely dependent, that are hugely strong in their opinions and they're very not changeable, I think the TV has no power to influence on them, right? Ya'ni boshqa shunaqa aytaman. To'g'ri javob beraman. I don't think TV influences. Yoki I think TV influences. Yes, TV shapes. Then I say, but not for a lot of people, right? 3, I say it depends. For some people, it influences. For some people, it does not. And for 2, I say TV has a huge influence on people. Because nowadays a lot of people use it. So I think yes, it is actually. Yani oldin bunda salgina sal qo'shimcha bir narsa aytaman bunda. Bu it's like generaldan kelamiz. Lekin it's it's a little bit dangerous. So I wouldn't really go that way. But you can also say that. Like, as long as TVs are really huge in popularity nowadays, I think yes. And all general berdim. TVs are popular, it's general. And then I say yes, I think it's possible. Then I say example. Nowadays in every house there's at least one television, right? TV set. So that's example right there. Okay. So you might actually answer these things with these structures, but I would say just don't worry about these structures. Like, just look at them and look at the question To'g'ridan to'g'ri javob bering. Jaunchalik bu strukturalar nima balo mana shunaqa tushunmayman, dabdabaki bu qaysi biriga tushunib o'tiraman. Bundan ko'ra sizlar to'g'ridan to'g'ri javob bering. Example bering yoki it depends deng. It depends. It depends ham bo'ladi. Masalan, bular bunaqa bo'ladi, bunaqa odamga bunaqa bo'ladi. Yoki to'g'ridan to'g'ri javob bering. Ha, bunaqa odamlar bunaqa qilishadi, shunaqa. Nimaga? Chunki mana shunaqa qilishadi bo'ldi. Yoki bunaqa odamlar bunaqa qilishadi, lekin ko'pchilik odamlar ham bunaqa bo'lmasligi mumkin. Bo'ldi. Qisqasi mana shunaqa. Osongina tilimizda. All right, everybody. Let's talk. Let's go to some part 1 and part 2, part 3 questions. Part 1: why do some people wear a piece of jewelry for a long time? Why do some people wear a piece of jewelry for a long time? I say, frankly, this isn't something I'm used to talking about. So my guess is, my guess is, they might want to look cool or attractive. After all, wearing a piece of jewelry gives a load of confidence. Yani, confidence beradi doimga. O'ziga ishonch beradi. Confidence that you wouldn't normally get from many other things, from many other stuff. Say, maybe say degani bu yerda, for example, let's say degandaqada, for example deganday. Say, to show off. Style, yeah. Say degani bitta misol uchun degani. So o'qilganda ham shu misol uchun deganga o'xshab gapiriladi. Misol uchun qarang. Gives a lot of confidence that you wouldn't normally get from many other stuff. Say getting good grades or being able to do a backflip. Backflip degani nima? Backflip degani nima? Salto. Salto qilish. Ya'ni salto qilishdan yoki yaxshi baho olishdan ko'ra shu ko'proq bizga jewelry emas, jewelry taqish qanaqadir darajada bizga yaxshi bir confidence berar ekanda. Shuning uchun ham biz shu endi mana shu savol, do you like wearing jewelry? Do you like wearing jewelry, guys? Jewelry? Do you like wearing jewelry? Yes or no? No. Yes. Okay. No. Yes, of course. No. Okay. Oh, I love having a necklace on. Having a necklace on means like just wearing it, right? Wearing it. And some bracelets. Bracelet degani, bracelet, right? I think that. Rest. I just ignore the fact that they give me confidence. I just can't ignore. Can't ignore the fact that they give me confidence. As a matter of fact, I always wear a watch or a bracelet every day. And you know what? A lot of people seem to like my style as well. Yo, guys, I love wearing jewelry. It's not like I'm wearing a girl's jewelry, right? I'm wearing I wear a watch and a bracelet with my name on it, and I wear a ring. I have a ring and like bracelet. And it's like I wear it. I mean, I there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. It's not like girl stuff. It's a good stuff. Like for watch. Don't you wear a watch, guys? I wear a watch. I mean, like I have a lot of watches because I love watches, you know. So, do you wear a lot of jewelry? I say, let's see. Well, what I would say, yaxshi strukturalar. Do you like wearing jewelry? Let me think. Oh, I love having a necklace on. Sometimes ayrim paytlarda to'g'ridan to'g'ri boshlasham yaxshi. To'g'ridan to'g'ri boshlasangiz ham zo'r. Ayrim paytlarda do you wear a lot of jewelry? This is o'ylantiradigan gap-da bular. Odamni. Ko'p jewelry taqasmi? Ozgina o'ylanadi odam. Oh, well, let's say what I would say
I wear a fair amount of jewelry. Is that and a fair amount? It's not like it's not a lot. It's not too. It's not a lot. It's not less. It's like it's good. It's not little. It's good. Italy. Fair amount of jewelry. A watch, bracelet, and a necklace are the things people normally see me wearing. I wouldn't say it is a lot though. Even so, for me, it feels normal. Henny, I get a lot. Busayam, I get normal. I wear a lot of things like watches, like ring. Like I love everything about this necklace. Yeah, cool. It's cool. Have you ever sent someone jewelry as a gift? Have you ever sent someone jewelry as a gift? I said, oh, for sure. On my mom's birthday this year, I gave her a bracelet as a present. It was not the most expensive one on the market, but it was in my price range. In my price range, man, I could afford it. It means I could afford it. If something is in your price range, it means you can afford it. Okay? And my mother happened to love it. I was also happy to be able to buy her some valuable gifts. Yes. Okay. Price wage? No, price range. Price range. Price range. Yes, mother, of course. Jessica is not getting any jewelry from me. I'm not spending money on Jessica. She's not my wife right now. Why would I be spending money on her? Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you this, guys. Describe an object that you think is beautiful. I'm just buying her, I'm not really buying her flowers. I'm stealing flowers for her. Of course. So, describe an object that you think is beautiful. Please. Please, guys. Give me your plans. Let's see. And according to your plans, I will try to talk. Okay? Give me your plans. Plan, please. Teman gelmesen dünyadan yalnız o teman teman gelmesen dünyadan yalnız o teman. Okay. Come on, guys, be quick, please. Of course, this is like hard, it's hard. This topic is hard for sure, 100%. I would not really be that comfortable around this topic, you see. I wouldn't really be that confident, but we'll see.
It beats me actually. Figure, body, um, just appearance, body appearance, whatever. Hmm. I'd like to talk about an object that I think of as a beautiful thing. So this is a watch, basically. It looks like the model of the Earth. I saw it when I was traveling with my brother in Kazakhstan. It was like in one of the local markets. That really amazed me. When the first time I looked at it, I was amazed. That was the first time I was watching, I was like witnessing this amazing type of watch. I had never seen it before, so that was like really astonishing for me. So the first thing that really grabbed my attention was that it was really complicated. Like it seemed like a like the shape of the Earth, and in it there was a map of the world. So it was interesting, it was amazing, and I liked everything about it. The interesting thing is, like, the most interesting thing is, I asked my brother to buy me that watch, but it was really, really expensive. It was like out of our price range. We couldn't afford it. It was like $50,000. So that was absolutely not in our price range. But I love the watch, and I have this ambition. Like, I just want to work a lot and make a lot of money and buy it someday. Yes. I think something like that, Saturn, according to your plan. Men saboq buyoqda ne berib o'tiraman odamli. Xo'p, sizni planingiz bo'yicha shunaqa qilib gapirgan bo'lardingiz. Ha, yana bitta ana qizlarimizdan bittasiga bo'lsin. Well, I'd like to talk about a beautiful thing which I recently bought. It's not something that is really expensive, but I think it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever bought in my life. It was actually earrings for my mother. I bought it for her birthday, actually last month on 27th of February. Um, so I'm working nowadays, and so for my first salary, I bought earrings for my mother. It looks good on her. It's like, it's amazing, and my mother looks even more attractive with that. My mom looks very, very, good with those earrings. And whenever I look at my mom, and the fact that she's wearing those earrings makes me feel happy. And the earrings are not really expensive, but it was really in my price range, so I wanted to buy it and give that as a present for my mother. She was so happy. She felt so happy about that. And the moment she saw it, she started to cry. It was the tears of happiness, and I immediately started to cry after that as well. But that those earrings are one of the most beautiful things that I could ever buy for my mother. Okay. Okay. Yes, guys, you can answer like that. Um, this is like all about creativity. Like, this is about how you think. I think about, like, the moment I look at my notes, look, qaranglar, man sizlarni notlaringizga qarab gapiryapman. Men o'zim uni oldindan o'ylab, rejalashtirib o'tirgan narsa emas. Notingiz qanchalik yaxshi bo'lsa va o'shanga qarab gapira olsangiz, sizda part 2 muammo emas. Muammo emas o'sha. Notga bog'liq. Keyin gapirganda notga qarab gapirasiz. Qaraysiz, bir qarab asta sekin qarasangiz, o'zingiz qo'shimcha qo'shaverasiz. Not faqat notdagida qilib gapiring degan hech kim odam yo'q. Notga qaraysiz, o'shanga ideya qo'shib gapirib ketaverasiz. Tushunyapsizmi? u sizga bitta bir skeletda, skeletni o'zini aytib bersangiz, faqat skelet, u foydasi yo'q. Unga go'shtlar solishingiz kerak, organ, teri, endi unchalik ketolmasa, просто uni yashaydigan bitta narsa qilish kerakda, tushunyapsizmi? It's kind of a, yes, it's kind of a map. Daisy, why are you rolling your eyes? Don't roll your eyes, Daisy. Hop. Bo'ldi, hozir tugaydi. Mana notim. Bottle of Coke. Father sent me to buy one. Guests, we can get together. Bullet straight, interesting. Seemed limited edition. I would say odd looking. Blah blah blah. Endi nima qilay? Tushuntirish kerak-ku. Sizni nimangiz? Bu karta, mayli, karta deylik. Kartani chizib qo'yibsiz notingiz bilan. Mana bu karta, qarang, mana shu karta. Lekin bu kartani jonlantirish kerak-da, so'z bilan qilish kerak. Mana shu yerda deb aytish kerak. Shuning uchun mana shunaqa gaplar bo'ladi. I'd like to talk about a bottle of Coke that seemed really beautiful to me. I picked bottle of Coke, I don't know. It was early summertime, and on the weekend, my father was throwing a little party at home with some of his friends from college. In the middle of the party, he told me that we were running out of Coca-Cola, and I should get them from one of the local shops, markets. I set off right on, and when I got to the shop, the first thing that grabbed my attention was the bullet-shaped bottle of Coke. It was interesting, bullet-shaped, seemingly interesting and oddly beautiful. I immediately wanted to buy that. It looked like a limited edition of Coke, for sure. I also knew that the shop used to sell a lot of strange-looking things. But that one was amazing. For its price as well, though. It was twice as expensive as ordinary Coke. Well, I bought it after all, actually, because I was so curious. I got that to the party, and the only thing I heard was the complaint of my father. He told me that it was just a handmade Coke, which the shop was selling illegally. I could not get away easily with that mistakes, of course. With those mistakes. Get away with something, what does that mean? Get away with something? Yeah, urge to say Shorba, what is that? Those mistakes, of course. So I was grounded for 2 weeks. So if you are grounded, it means you're not going out with your friends, if I remember correctly. Even though after the party, I kept the bottle and it is still with me. It was something that I had never seen before. It is still with me. It is strange, still beautiful, especially with the red tape around it, which makes it look like a legit limited edition of bottles. I'm not obsessed with collecting things, but still, I think I'm gonna hold on to that mysterious-looking, oddly beautiful bottle. Well, guys, it's I don't know. I just picked that bottle. I don't know, just out of nowhere. I thought about bottle, like bullet shape. That's a cool bottle. I loved it. And still, yes, I can show you that one day. Yeah. And for part 3, there are some answers. Do you think there are more beautiful things than in the past, and why? Yeah, I guess so. Beautiful things like artwork, handicrafts, and even architecture are being created every day. The development of technology, blah 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 blah. You can see it on your own. And yep, that's about it. That's about it for these part 3 answers. And for part 2, part 1, there's this huge giant Y here. And I'm gonna post it. I'll post it to group, of course. Okay. Okay, everyone. Handicraft words. Okay. All right. Talk to you later. Have a good time, you beautiful people. Happy Ramadan, upcoming Ramadan, and I hope you're the best. And when you are answering part 1 and part 3 questions, I hope you will never have any troubles. And part 2, you have to be good at taking notes, like just note taking, and then you should qarab turib aytishingiz kerak va
Faqat notga qaramasdan, notga qarab o'tirgan paytingizda qo'shimcha miyangizdan qo'shishingiz darkor. Yep. Thank you so much. Talk to you later. Have a good time. Woohoo! You wanna say me, put you up there. I just wanna love you. People are just running. If you wanna say that, put you up there. People are just talking. I don't